kind of the kind of structure of Python, but like it's now 4 or 6 months. I did not work on Python, so maybe I forget. But the
But
structure or what you can the queries I can like understand this, and some
Mhm.
functions I also know this as well of Python.
Do you know the basics like list, tuples, dictionary?
No, not like this. Wait, I will try to find Python PYT. Hmm.
No, no. In Python, do you know what is a list?
No.
No. So probably you don't know any Python.
Because I just what you can say this for data science or data analysis, I try to
Okay.
remember or try to take the class something
Mhm.
for Python, but still it's not relevant to the JS.
Okay. So there is this one thing that some other instructor will do all this, right?
Mhm.
Some other instructor will start with this. But what I can do is there is a missing gap here from zero level Python to here. There is a gap
Mhm.
here. So if you need to start from these libraries like doing in Python, you need to have some basic knowledge of Python, right?
Just like
Yeah.
SQL.
Yeah, just like SQL.
Yeah.
So for example, if you started directly SQL spatial queries, you cannot understand it. You need to first understand. So here it was nowhere mentioned SQL, right?
Hmm.
Right. So you could not directly jump to these things.
Yes, exactly.
So similarly, there is a part here missing. Even I
Mhm.
don't know how to do all this, but I know that part. Okay.
Okay, the basics of Python.
Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe you have two more classes with me this week after this. One
Yes.
is tomorrow and one is on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
So maybe I can do is give you the understanding of the basics of Python,
Mhm.
but thereafter you will have to, I will tell Nagendra and also you also approach him maybe on Friday, tomorrow, or maybe on
Mhm.
Saturday that
Mhm.
classes with me will end this week.
Mhm.
Okay, then the new instructor will take over for this.
Okay.
Okay, but I am kind of, how to say it? Uh, like, for example, if you go to university, right? So
Mhm.
one teacher teaches a subject, and then after his subject is over, he's teaching some other class or something, but he's not teaching you, right? But he's there in the
Mhm.
university, right?
Yes,
You can
exactly.
go to him anytime. So
Mhm.
I am there only. I am
Okay.
like on board with the other batches.
Mhm.
I'm doing other batches also. So it is more like that. I am available all the time. You can just ping me on WhatsApp for if you have like any queries in this part, or
Mhm.
maybe if in
Or if I
Python.
am stuck somewhere.
Yeah, in Python, if you're stuck somewhere, maybe you could let me know. I will try to find the
Mhm.
solution. If I know it, I will try to find a solution to it. So I will be there. Uh, so, but
Mhm.
for this, especially these things, some other instructor will take over.
Perfect. So just one question. Do you know any books or do you can recommend some online materials where I can like enrich my uh, codes for Python or SQL apart from like W3 school?
I think YouTube is the best option only because even for me, I just go to YouTube only to look for
Mhm.
things. And nowadays, you have ChatGPT.
Mhm.
So if I miss out on some topic that I'm not able to understand from YouTube, then I go to ChatGPT to maybe explore the topic and look for further links. But as such, I don't know any particular website.
Because the problem was ChatGPT, like I cannot rely. the information or sources from ChatGPT. Maybe he was wrong on that scenario,
So
and I
if you
just.
have to learn SQL, the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
you have almost done all SQL. Like
Yes. Yes.
you have left nothing, but it is
Mm-hmm.
just about practicing it.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, you need to just practice it. You can look online material to practice it. But if you still look for SQL on the internet, what I think is you will mostly find the normal SQL. I think it is very difficult to find spatial SQL.
Yes. 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 Exactly.
So there will be no uh, kind of no teaching of spatial SQL,
Mm-hmm.
but in Python, all material is available. If you have to still go into depth, you can always go to Udemy. You know Udemy?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Like Coursera.
So if you just use a proxy and log in from your country's server, you can get it
Mm-hmm.
for very cheap, like 4 euros, 5 euros.
Exactly. Yes.
So just enroll in some courses from there. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly know any. Mm, yeah,
And
for
one more
Python.
question. I also saw a couple of different dashboards like people created. Did they use like SQL database for this or
No, no, no. Dashboards are built in JavaScript.
okay, it's different.
Yeah. So, no, there are two kind of dashboards. Uh,
Mhm.
you saw it where?
I guess I was showing some website of different persons. Like they created different dashboards, like lifetime monitoring of weather,
Ah, that one. So those are all lifetime monitoring and such GIS dashboards are completely based on this
JavaScript.
JavaScript. Like some part of it requires SQL, some part of it to create a
Mm-hmm.
server or something, but
Mm-hmm.
it is mostly based on JavaScript. Like 95% of it is based on JavaScript.
Okay, so how we can like what you can say this upload online or like uh which kind of different software we can work on JavaScript?
So in JavaScript is like more like creating web pages. So
Mm-hmm.
it has
Like Google Earth Engine has also JavaScript, right?
yeah, it works in JavaScript. So when you create a web page, so the
Mm-hmm.
web format is
Yes,
h.html. So
yes,
it
yes.
is format like you have to create with using HTML and JavaScript. So in that you are
Oh, yes,
creating
yes, yes.
dashboards.
I got it now. Mm.
Okay. Then after this you have somewhere, this is also Python, suitability mapping. There is some mix of things that I don't understand in your curriculum. Like, okay, this is Python. This is Python. What about this one? This can be done both with Python and without Python. So this is about Python or not Python. So it is suitability mapping. Just a moment.
I guess suitability analysis we can do in ArcGIS Pro as well.
Hmm. Okay, I think I can do this part, but but it comes after Python, so I don't know if we should. Actually, I'll talk to Nagendra about it. What to do with this?
So maybe it will be doing in Python or it will be doing this in software.
So that is what I need to clarify with him. Uh,
Because in the phase two, it's written that Python and automation.
yep.
So
Uh,
maybe we have to do automation with Python.
okay. Okay. Then, so the dashboard you were saying here it is.
Ah, in QGIS dashboard.
So
Because it
this.
was looking very cool.
Hmm?
The dashboard, yes.
Anyways, so with today's class, now if you open your
Let's
PG
go.
Admin,
Mm.
so in your tables, right, you must be having this Postgres database in the public and then tables. Let us delete all the tables that we don't want. For example, I don't want this one now. Drop in my streets. Drop neighborhood. Drop. Drop. Access blocks. Drop. So geometries was which table? Okay, let us drop geometries also. Okay. Now, if you see, there is two ways to how to say, like, there are two ways to create a geography table. Geography means the geometric tables, the tables with spatial reference. Now, first, what happens is either maybe let's do it in a simple way. Let's move to this page number, next one. This is 24. Let me create this table. Just copy this.
Yeah.
So if you look here, it says create table. The name of the table is roads underscore June. So it is the table name is this roads. So why it has named it such that it should know that in roads you also will add geometry. I mean,
Mm.
it is like if you just put roads, then it is also no worries. Then the first value that he defines is ID.
Yes.
He wants the ID to be 4,
Integer.
integer. So
Mm.
what int4 means is, Int 4. Okay, 4-bit sync. So it is just a type of integer. Either you can just id, int, or 4, it's your wish, right? So then the next thing he is adding is the name of the role, and he tells it is varchar 25. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let us first do this. So now there will be a new table here. That table is called roads. And if you go here, select star from roads underscore geom. So this title will appear because there is nothing inside of it, right? Now, if if I want to add now another column here, so how will I do that? Okay, I want to add to the table roads geom another column. So if you simply want to add, if you remember from the old one, maybe W3 schools,
Insert in.
maybe it was either alter or it was update. Uh, so you use alter table. Okay. So in this alter table, you add column. Okay. You remember this, right? Now, but what if you have to add a geometry column in it? Okay. Then how to do that? What you will do is copy this code, not this one, sorry, this one. Just copy this code. Now this is a another way to add a spatial because if you have a normal table without spatial references, then you can use alter. Okay. But in case when you have a normal table and you want to add this column which where you can use or save shapefile or connect shapefile. One way was that you upload your shapefile, that column will appear itself. Okay. Another way was that you initiate some kind of initially you write a query in which you define some codes and then that column will be there. But what if there is already a column and you want to add spatial reference to it? So in that, you already have a table and you want to add a geometry column. So in that case, there is this uh, defined thing that is called just like how to say it, just like select all, select none. There is this add geometry column. It is predefined in SQL. So when you add it, the inside of it should be first of all is the schema name. So this public is the schema name. What schema is, I told you between database and tables, there is one another thing that is schema. So in one database, you can have, for example, uh, just try to think. Uh, you're creating a database for two different schools. Okay.
Mm.
So you are making a single database, but what you did in that database, you created a schema that is schools. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, and then you are also working with something else, maybe. Maybe other than schools, you are working with public hospitals. So you created another schema that is hospitals. So all your school tables will be in that school schema, or your hospital data will be in tables be in hospital schema. So you can create kind of this kind of classification. Okay.
Yes.
So by default, whenever you're created database, by default it is named as public.
Mm.
Okay. Now, to add a special reference, you write this code where you say select add geometry column, and in
Yes.
this first you write the schema name. So here the
Mm.
schema name was public.
Public.
Then the table name. Okay.
Mm.
Then the column that you want to add its name.
Mm.
Okay. Then the projection system. So
It.
for now, I don't want to define a projection system. You can just take it zero. Okay. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Then the type.
Yeah.
Maybe you want all your data to be line string. So here you
Mm.
will add line string. Maybe
Nice.
you want all your data to be, it can be anything, maybe polygon, point. So in that case, you can write collection maybe.
Mm.
Okay. So
Yes.
at the end, it will be dimension. Dimension is, if it is XY data, it is two dimension. If it is XYZ data, then it will be three dimension. So 99% of the times we are working with in SQL only with 2D data. So dimension will be 2. So you just copy and paste this and you run this query. Now what happens is, now can you see there is a geometry column added to it? You can't remember that all this
Yes.
needs to be added, but you have to always look it up, right?
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Then there is another way. What that way is, for example, uh, I want to, when I was creating a table, I can directly do it, right? That we have discussed before. For example, if you copy this one on the previous page, so it is a creating a table that is global points. So I want all the points in it. Okay. So ID, I want it. Serial is also a kind of integer only, but serial means more type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Mm.
I could either write int only, and don't, if I don't want it to be more complex, but it is kind of some uh, one of the properties. So int can be of many types: int4, int8, int16, serial. But don't get worried. You always use just int for the basic purpose. Okay.
Mm.
Then there is name, varchar. Then the third one is if you want to add a geometrical table, that is location. If you
Patient.
want to add a geometry column, you have to say location, and in that location you add that. So let's see first, if we pasted it, what will the Now, if you see, we named this as, it was
Yeah.
supposed to come as, just a moment. Okay. So, now if you see here, we have defined the column name as location. You generally we were calling it geom, okay?
Yes.
And the type we have defined it is geography. So it can be geometry also. But in geometry, we need to feed the ID, for example, if you add geometry, you need to feed the, uh,
Schema name, table name.
yeah. So there is this difference of it. I could have maybe called it, if I call it geom, it will form geom. So the name can be changed according to yourself. Now, let us add to the global points, let us add these three queries. Now, just take this, copy, maybe just copy all. So now it says is, because if you remember, here they took the ID as serial, it would have automatically appeared when this was being added. But now this time we have taken ID as int. So
Indeed.
probably we will have to uh, add it. So values. So if you want it to appear automatically, just use ID serial. Are you also getting some error?
No, I'm not typing it right now. I'm just
Okay.
thinking.
Whenever I copy this zero, it is. So what will happen is after adding this, I will have these
Okay.
three names. That is, I added town, forest, and London. So this will add,
Mm.
and the location will add also, because based on uh, giving a 0, 0 reference location, I have chosen these points.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So just like,
But just a one question. Can in uh, Postgres or SQL,
uh,
we add data in this format, or we can do differently? Like we create uh, data or lines in QGIS, and then when we import, we can import like we work on QGIS, and then we can import into Postgres. It can be automatically or it
Yeah,
cannot
then
be.
it will be automatic. The table, each shapefile will appear automatically. So if you remember from last time, we had some
Mm-hmm.
shapefiles. For example, you produce some shapefiles in QGIS,
Yes, 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 yes.
and then you upload it to this. Then you start using that. What was it
Like
called?
we connect, yes, we connect this data manager,
This
DB
one.
manager.
Yeah, and then you upload from here. Then it
Yes.
will directly appear in SQL as a table.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. Nice. Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
this one. So that thing is
Yes.
called as a DBF loader.
DB flows.
Now, just like the previous one that we used was add geometry column. There is also drop geometry column.
Hmm.
If you want
Okay.
to change the SRID, you can also update it.
Hmm.
So these are predefined functions in SQL. And you remember that ST as text, right?
Yes.
So that
Right.
is from geometry you were getting text. Now from
Hmm.
text you have to retrieve geometry. So what this means is uh, there is no example here. Let me create one table, spatial table. Now let us create. So first of all, you need to create extension for your database. But we have already done this, if you remember,
Hmm.
right? But if you write it again, it is no problem. What it says is create extension
Yes.
if not exists,
Yes.
right? Now we are creating a
Uh,
table that is sample geo, sample table with ID, serial this time,
hmm.
name as text and geometry, that is this, right? Now in this, it will insert sample point st from text. Now you are defining a geometry from this text. This is a text. So this will convert into that long form. You remember long something.
Yes.
Yes. So let us. What is the problem now? I think whenever I'm copying, there is some problem with the zero or something.
Line one. First line.
Or maybe I need to remove all the. Okay. So this time in our table, a point and a line has been added.
Line two. Mm.
So the name of our table was sample geo. Now, when I click here, so this is the outcome of select star from sample geo. This is the same. Okay. Now you see the geometry is written as this. This is the actual form of geometry. Now I
Yes.
want to know it in a text form. So if I want to know this in a text form, what I will do is
Assisting ID.
this was geometry and there was
Mm.
the another one that was as text. I will copy this and I will write select um, as text. And I will add the geom from geo. Now, what do you think it will give me?
That is maybe in the form of text, like point. We have
Yeah.
done it.
So now from the geometry,
Mm.
it has given me the
Yes.
point. So it says I have a
Mm.
point that is at 30 comma 10.
That'd be
I have a
cool.
line that is at 30 10. So a line is a combination of points. So it is telling the points it moves through. Okay.
Yes.
So similarly, maybe just think of it as I want the reverse of it now. Maybe I want to add a column. No, no. That would be too difficult.
And one more question, like in real case scenarios, usually we create like this, or we just create our uh, shapefile in QGIS or ArcGIS, and then we put it into Postgres.
So maybe if someone gives you a Linux system, you can't use QGIS, ArcGIS in there. So you need to know how to do in
Mm.
that. Or, but that is highly unlikely. So you can simply just always use QGIS.
Okay, and then
This
we
one,
put
this is more for understanding like how things are actually working inside SQL.
SQS.
So when you upload to the software, it is doing the same, right? It is creating the
Mm.
table. Either you can do it from code, either you can do it manually, right?
Yes, because it's getting more complex and complex. To understand this was getting more difficult.
Now, if you remember the last time, if I just want the x coordinates from it,
Mm. Yes.
it must have a point. So,
But it is point data.
no, no, it is one was point, one was line string. So it will be just a moment. We can choose ID is equal to 1. Now, x beyond from simple ID equal to 1. Let's see if it works. Yep. So now I have the x value of that point. Got it? Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Because there was this both, right? There was this line also. So ST and
Mm,
X and Y, they are working just for the point. Now, similarly, because the another one is a line, right, where ID is equal to 2,
mm,
what if I want to know the starting point of it? So I will use start underscore point. Okay. Maybe I also want to know the end point. ST underscore end point of the geometry. ST start point. There is no underscore here. So the
mm.
start point was this, end point is this, because it
Yes,
is
that's.
very difficult to understand. What we will do is uh, maybe outside this, let's try something ST as text. Let us see if that works. So, yep,
Mm,
it works. So you can have a small script inside the script of this one. Got
mm.
it?
Yes, like usually we done in
Hmm.
simple SQL.
Now, the main thing that we need to do in this one is that is the buffer, intersect, and area calculation. So, how to create a buffer? Now, buffer, area, and intersection. We will start with the buffer only. Okay. So, let us assume now, if you know we had two things in our table, that is one point and one is uh,
Mm,
one is a point, one is a line. Now let us create a buffer for the point first. Okay.
mm,
So maybe I want a st underscore buffer. Um, I want a 20-meter buffer. I think it will choose directly where ID is equal to 1. Now in ST buffer, they always also ask what kind of buffer you want. You want a round buffer or you want a
mm.
different kind of buffer. For that, you will always have to go here and look for ST buffer. So first you have to select the geometry. That is the pion. Then you have to select the radius. Now maybe I want it uh, 5 meters. Then style. Maybe I will leave the style default, then it is round only. Okay. Now let us see. So some geometry has is a result of this query. To just have a look of it, we will click on here. This is not working. But if you,
I suppose the geometry is not removed.
huh?
Like in the right side, it's showing an error.
In your one?
No, no, in your one. If you select on the geograph view,
Mm-hmm.
then on the right side, yes, it says unsupported geometries not rendered.
I don't know why is it saying so. But generally, the
Hmm.
visualization of it comes in here, how it will create a buffer. Now,
Okay.
maybe just give a view how this will look. Visualize with an image. But it does not have the table. Let us see what it says. Our table is not feeded into the. Do you have this table roads underscore? Do you have the sample geo table? Hello, hello.
Yeah,
Did you
I have
also?
only roads in this code gem.
Okay, okay. No worries. Let me just check. Why does it says?
I was just seeing you.
This. So our SR ID is 4326. It should work. No, I did not visualizing. Maybe let us try. Yep. So there is some problem with the PostgreSQL 18. Okay. Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
So I am able to visualize this here. Let's just visualize one of it first. Uh, where ID is equal to
Photos.
what? Uh, Now this is the one where ID is
But
equal.
it did not create buffer.
No, no, this is not a buffer yet. Why is it showing me the same place again? Okay, this is the line string, but what about the single point? Um, Table. Where did it go? Did it not create in here? Did it create? But okay, need to refresh this. Once, once. What the hell? So the point is visible now. Let me try something. Okay. This is bugs in SQL. Like this is not our problem. Let's start
Mm-hmm.
from. So,
So he using leaflet as well.
no, no, this is the
SQL.
base map is leaflet. If there is no base map, how can you see where the file is? They are using, that is
Mm,
nothing to do with the script. It is, they are using the base map of leaflet. You can just put it empty. The original script is like this. If you want to see it in some other base map,
mm,
you can choose this is OpenStreet this time. So originally this is the inbuilt
mm,
function of PostgreSQL. We are not adding this map by
okay.
ourselves. So select geom from where ID is equal to 1. Now if you see, here is the point, right? And if you want to see the
Mm,
line, here is the line.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
got it? Now if I want to create a buffer along the
Yes.
st underscore buffer, maybe 5 meters, maybe let us try 50. Okay, and I close it. I don't define the type here. So
Mm,
do you see the buffer? So why this looks like this is because of the projection system, but it created a buffer. Maybe I will choose
of
round
course.
here. St buffer style. This is the default. So actually this is coming like this shape because of the projection system. Otherwise it is a circle only. Uh, if I make it small, then you will understand better maybe. So you see, it is going more towards circularity. Now
Mm,
it is more of a circle. Okay,
mm,
so it is because of the map projection. It is a circle, but because of how in the map the places are distorted because of the projection system. So that is why it is coming like this. So to create a buffer, you have to always use st buffer. Now,
mm.
just try to understand. Maybe I have 2 points. Let me add one more point to my table. So I have added one more point. Let me add one more, one more. If I go to select star sample underscore 0. Now, if you see, I have created 3 points, 2 more points that are these points. Okay.
Mm.
Now, maybe I want to create buffer for all these 3 points. Then I don't want to select this second one. So maybe I will do what is select st underscore buffer geom from sample where id not 2, not where ID, where not ID equal to 2. So what will it do is, instead of 2, it will create a buffer for everyone else. So ST buffer. Okay. Now it has given me 3 buffers. Got it?
Yes.
I think a single a single unit is 1 kilometer.
Mhm.
Maybe if you want it to be of some another shape, you can add this maybe. So this time the shape is like this. So it depends on you what you want to do with your visualization. Now, for example, I have these 2 buffer, and if I choose 5 here, do you see? Okay, all of maybe we will just select 2 of them. Do you see there is an intersecting area, right?
Mm.
Maybe I just want to view this intersected area. My question was, maybe I have a, uh, what do I say? Okay, maybe I have a school at the center of here, and there is one school here.
Mm.
So the school wants to understand where it should do marketing. So
Mm.
the school tells their IT department, look for the area which is approachable to the other school. For this school, the marketing
Mm.
team tells the IT people, look for the area in our radius of 5 kilometers, which is more having a probability where the other school will also do its marketing, right?
Mm.
So that area will be that intersection area, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I mean, if there is a condition that
Mm.
you are just going to a radius of 5 kilometers, and then probably so this school needs to do more marketing here rather than here, because they will obviously
Mm.
come to them because their school is near, but they want to get influenced here. So the
Mm.
school tells them to find the area. Now in that case, when you have 2 polygons and you need to find from the point we created this polygon, right? Now this time it is a polygon. From the polygon, if you want the intersection area, how will you do that? So what you will do is, now maybe instead of not ID, we will say uh, not ID to, what will happen if I write 2 and 4? No, this will not work like this. And where, where is 1 will be equal to 3. This time it should be or. Okay. Um, Now let us create a st underscore intersect. Now in the output, we are getting two polygons. Now we want a intersection of this geometry.
Yes. Doesn't exist.
Intersects. Mhm. Okay. So I need to mention both the geometries here, but if this will get more complex for you, I will rather make you understand it in this way.
Mm.
Let us, before going to ahead to that, let us first complete the part where I created a buffer of the line, right?
Yes.
Sorry, a buffer of the point. Now let
Point.
me create a buffer of the line.
Gem.
So the line was where id is equal to 2. Now I want to create a buffer. Select st underscore buffer geom radius. I want 5 and then I want maybe default only. Now this time it will create a buffer of the line. Same, but instead I have selected the ID, another one. So do you see?
Mm.
So maybe if you want
Yes.
a different style of buffering, maybe you want like very sharp, you can, there is also, you can call it,
Side right. Side is equal to.
there are different ways to do it. So this time it looks like more.
Mm. Error.
So if you have maybe a polygon, you can also do a buffer to a polygon. Maybe
Mm.
um, let's do a buffer to a buffer. Okay. I have ID1, ST buffer. So normal buffer would be this one. Let's try to buffer
Mm.
the buffer. And that, I don't think so, but it won't happen because in here I need a geom here. I can't do that. To add a geom here, mhm. So, but we created a line buffer. Now you know
Mm.
how to create buffer of a line, point, polygon. So you can do all of it. Now, the next thing is intersect. So maybe this time we will define a polygon in this. And the code to define a polygon is So if you see here, this time we are adding polygon. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is one corner. This is like one, two, three, four, five. This polygon has five vertices. You can add
Hmm.
at least four, or you can add three. So that will be a triangle. Okay. Maybe let me add one more here. Um, Inserting values. Mhm. One polygon. So let us see if it works. There is some error item. Maybe I'll just not take a punga with this. Let us add one and then add another. Now I have added parts written. There is this polygon. Okay, I choose between here. So I have these two polygons, okay? Now, if you see they're intersecting.
Hmm.
Now, first of all,
Yes.
what I want to do is, just as I said, okay, these are two schools and maybe this is some criteria, but we have some random shapes of polygon, but we want the
Hmm.
intersecting area. Then what we will do in that case? So in that case, we will do is st underscore intersects. So in intersects, we need to take both shapes. So maybe instead of here, let us first write this as, I'll take this as one, this is another, and select. Steps. Let us see if this works. Oh, maybe.
I guess you have two semicolon within the queries. Yes.
Semicolons inside the function call. Okay, so just semicolon is there at the end only. Okay, this is one query. This
And
is
yes.
another query.
Now it should work.
There is one more error also. Misplaced parenthesis.
Where?
Misplaced.
Slack jump from. Okay, now it's yes, you in the second query you did not have practice select and then bracket job. In the first you have select bracket. Bracket, no, okay, it's first one.
No, no, let us. Okay, so it returned.
True, 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 true.
What the hell is this? True, true, true. Ah, okay. Because where ID, um,
Is it got five or what, five or six?
I already explained the ID there in the some sample query. Let us see how it works. Where ID is equal to
Five, six,
5 or ID equal to
six.
6, but I'm not getting the
Six, so yes.
Right. Let's do this part again. So we have a table with two IDs as and in ST intersect, what we do is the underscore enter. Mhm. Vector statement next to on this they have defined the geometry geometry. This is a complex one. What they have done is what do I giving to returns true. I don't want true.
Yes, for us, it's have true.
No, no, it is a Boolean one. So, okay, that why it was true. Okay, 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 okay. So it was not okay. The query then worked back then, but it is very so if I show you here, what I did was now if you look at here, what it says in the st intersect command, right? In the st intersect,
Mhm.
it should be two geometries. Okay.
Mhm.
So when we just use this, when we just use this, we get the output as geometry, right?
Yes,
So I've placed
yes.
two geometries. This is one geometry. This is another geometry. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to use it from the table that you already have, you can
Mm-hmm.
define here a new, you can define here a new geometry by adding this. Okay. So it means a line with SRID this, a point with SRID this. But this will be a little difficult because it is kind of a new format to remember. Rather, just choose 2 and where ID is equal to 5 or 6. But it returned true from 1 to 6. Simple. Okay, there is one ST Cross. Comes through. Intersection. Shit. So there is the difference of words. So it was intersects is a Boolean program
Hmm.
and intersection is the complete one.
Okay.
Let's try it now. But I am not sure why there is this. So if you look at this
Hmm.
one, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
What if I remove this? It's giving the same. Maybe. So this is giving five outputs, and I don't know why. Because you
Six.
are, huh?
It was
Yeah,
six.
six outputs, and I don't know why. Because you are just doing intersection of these two.
And but the
Mm.
results in geometry was just a simple
It is
intersection.
the same result. It is six times this only.
Yes. One, two.
God knows. But you understood, right? You can do
Yes.
intersection in this way. So to do intersection is ST intersects. You just when you ever looking for ST intersect, just look that you need to include two geometries here. Okay.
Hmm. Yes. I got it now.
And this is intersects. You should look for ST
Intersection.
intersection.
The shun, shun.
Yeah. So two geometries here.
Yeah.
Now the next thing is calculating the area. Now in our table, we had we have two geometries for which we can calculate area. The area is very simple. ST underscore area for this geometry. Maybe we want to calculate for ID. Okay. It's 550 kilometers square. Okay. If
Hmm.
I want to do it for both, it is 550, 487. Area is very simple. Okay. Now, as per this, we are done. But let us try some other ones also. For example, uh, now there is this thing, ST within, that is used very much in spatial SQL. Now, if you remember, in our current, if we check if there is any point that is falling inside of the, uh, if it is falling, um, now it has stopped working. Don't know why. This time the visualization has stopped working. But what I meant was, uh, if there is a point and there is a polygon. So to check if this point falls within the polygon, okay. Now, maybe so it says ST within geometry A, geometry B. Okay. So it refers to if geometry A is within geometry B. So maybe you mention the point here, the geometry of the point here, and then the polygon here, it will tell you whether it is inside of it or not. It will return true or false. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Similarly, there is disjoint contains all of these. You can find this in the in this ST within, ST covers, ST intersects, ST disjoint, ST overlaps if they both
Gotcha.
touch. To
Within.
calculate the area, this is the point. If you want to find the lat long of, the coordinates of the centroid of the geometry, okay,
Distance.
then ST centroid, ST distance. So ST distance is from one to another one. Maybe we can use this here. So I want distance ST underscore distance. Now, uh, I want the distance from ID1 to ID2. So I will select geom from sample underscore 0 where ID is equal to 1, comma, where ID is equal to 3. Okay, let us see. Geom from sample 0 where ID is equal to 1, where ID is equal to 3. Select ST distance, double bracket. Yep. What? This is returning it 6 times. I don't know why, but this is the normal query that you will use. So it is that you're giving it one geom. Maybe let us ask why is it? Wait, man, wait. Why is it returning the same answer 6 times? Okay. So this is a kind of ST functions are a query in itself. You don't need to write from. Now this is good. Got it?
Mm.
So just select ST distance from these two. So maybe ST intersection where ID is 5 and ID is 6. So this time we will just get one result. Okay. So that 6 times it was coming because I was adding from sample geo. So there is some thing that it goes through every row again if you add from sample geo. But when you are applying a ST, you don't need to add. Then is ST length. So maybe let us check the length of a string. So for us, ST length, select ST length. Now, geo, equal to 2. So this will come in this completely. Leave this work directly. Okay, always double brackets. So we have length. Now, Asad, the thing is, it might become very complex to understand many of the times, right? So this will become handy to you only if you practice it again and again and again. Like
Mm.
you see, I had to go through run and check errors and do it many times so that I can get to my final result, right?
Mm.
So
Yes.
you will have to, simple SQL is very easy.
Yes,
Spatial
that's what
SQL,
I thought. Yes.
it blows your mind.
Mm. Exactly.
Okay. Because it is not easy to remember in simple SQL, you know just how some operations will work. It is familiar with the normal English language. But
Mm.
in spatial SQL, you need to know what should come inside the function, what to do,
Mm.
what not to do. So
Yes.
you have to look it up every time, every time.
Mm.
Okay. So for SQL, we are done. You practice it, you ask me questions. We are done with SQL. But
Mm.
do you think uh, you might not feel confident with it? Because see, we did it for almost just 2 weeks, okay?
Yes.
So for me, even to come to this level also, because I
Mm,
understand SQL, I can frame it by looking at Google and everything. But
mm,
for me to even get to, I'm not also good in SQL, but to get to this level,
mm,
it took me almost 2 to 3 months.
mm.
And that too, every day practicing,
Yes, I got it now.
right?
Mm,
So once you start doing it, maybe try to develop a project in it, maybe take a very big database, take take some Excel file where you
mm,
have 1000 rows, 1000 columns. Try to manipulate the data. Okay?
mm. Yes. Try to do this again.
Yeah. But do not restrict yourself to normal SQL because you are working and studying in GIS domain. So everyone
Mm,
would want you to be able to do spatial SQL. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now the next thing is maybe we can discuss a little about Python.
Mm.
Uh, okay. So I
But
close. Huh?
yeah, just one question. Like for now,
Mhm.
Python is more important or first SQL?
Python,
Python.
any day Python
Mm.
because
So first
hmm?
priority should I give to Python and then on daily basis, like 1 hour, I try to work on SQL as well.
Yeah, Python is like 95% more important than SQL.
SQL.
Yeah. Okay. So we will take a 5 minute break.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now you this.
Yes.
Okay, about Python. To proceed with Python, you need to do one thing. That is, first of all, are you using a Mac or a Window?
Windows.
In your Windows, just write here terminal. Something screen like this will open. Okay.
Mhm.
Here, write down Python and version.
Mm, the version.
Write it exactly the way I've written Python space minus minus version and enter.
Python was not found.
Huh?
Python was not found. Run without arguments to install from Microsoft Store or disable from the settings.
Okay. So wait. Uh, Go to your computer and write IDLE. Do you see something like this? Python 3.14 or something?
ID. No, it's a nothing.
So Python is not installed in your computer. First, you need to go to
Mhm.
uh, you need to go to Microsoft Store. In here, just look for Python and enter. So just look for the latest version. For example, this one,
3.1.
3.13, and install it. Get one thing. After downloading it, before installing it, when you are
Yes.
installing it, there is when you will install it, it will ask you. Uh, Maybe it will ask you. There will be a window like this. So in there, there is this add Python to path. This is very important. If you don't do this, it is useless. So just install it.
It is checking system requirement.
Hmm.
Do I also need like Visual Studio Code or only this
Yes,
is
yes,
enough?
Visual Studio Code. But first we need to install Python, otherwise it will not work.
Okay. It still says checking system requirements.
Hmm?
It's still on stuck on checking system requirements.
Yeah, just share your screen. Just wait a minute, let it finish. Will just take a minute maybe.
Can we download from like online?
Uh, or maybe you can just directly on Google write download Python. Yeah. Yes, yes, this one only. Yeah. Just go
This one?
to buff, buff, yeah, 3.14. No, no.
This one?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Where to download?
You, oh, down there's a download installer. Go on. Here, this download.
Now it's looking something like this.
Yeah, just press Y and enter. Now Y, enter. Y, big Y again, enter. Just close it. Done. Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, just close it. Now check in your terminal. Enter.
Python
Good.
3.0.
Now go to Google and write Visual Code. Just now download it.
And what is Jupyter Notebook?
So Jupyter
Hello.
Notebook is saying, for example, someone created a cloud platform, or
Hmm.
you can also download it and install in your computer also, where all the libraries, all the Python libraries, uh,
Hmm.
Jupyter Notebook is just like Visual Code. So you have Python in your computer. You can
Yes.
you need an interface to do the Python. Python is installed in the backend. To do the Python, you need something. Either you can do it in the
So it's a kind of
default.
software.
Yeah. So it can be used on cloud also. There is a cloud version of it. You can either install it in your computer. The same way you can install Facebook in your phone and you can also use it online. It is the same.
Hmm.
So
And what
it
is
is
like Anaconda
so
is
Python is small
it
set of
is
libraries. Anaconda is big set of libraries. It will have specialized libraries of Python in it. So if you want to
okay.
maybe use some certain library right now, it won't be away. You can't use it because it is not installed in your computer. So Anaconda has like
Hmm.
thousands of libraries other than the
Hmm.
default one. When you install a simple Python that you just did, it has very basic libraries. But when you go into complex programming, you need many more libraries. For that, you have Anaconda.
Hmm.
Just in here, check in
Hmm.
everything.
And Google Colab is also same.
Google Colab is more of a online version of same as Jupyter, like to do Python online.
Okay.
There are many. These are the famous ones. There is one by GitHub also. There is one by the one I use is GISX.
Hmm.
So there are thousands of online platforms.
Okay. So now it's installed. Hmm.
Have you used it before?
I don't know.
Just close all
Maybe
these windows, no worries.
sometimes.
Yeah, just close all these windows.
So
So when
that's
you
it.
open a Visual Code, it looks like this.
Hmm.
Okay. Now
Yes.
file on the left side above
Left side above.
and new file.
Hmm.
Choose the text file.
Okay.
Now go to file and save as. So when you save it in your computer,
Hmm.
just when you are naming it, just maybe name it demo and choose the plain text
Okay. Save.
and no, wait. Choose some other option there that is Python, PY.
Type.
No. Go back, man.
This is the folder.
Yeah, just go in this Visual Code, okay? The option where it says save as type, select the plain text. There are other options there. Yeah, look for PY. What was the last one?
Python.
Yeah, select this. So either you can do this, save it as a
Hmm.
Python, or what you can do is in this save as type, select all files.
Okay. This one.
Yeah, and now after demo, write .py. So you have given it a Python extension. Either you can, yeah, now save. So this has now become a Python file.
Yes. The sign was saved.
Okay. So you always, before starting any Python code, you need to save it as a Python file.
Python.
Um, okay. Just stop sharing your screen. Okay. So the first thing that someone learns in Python is there are some functions. You don't need to go into the depth of functions to understand, but what it means is basically there is this thing inside that is installed inside Python that, for example, if I write print, okay,
Hmm.
and I wanted to print maybe your name, maybe, okay. Now what happens is I have written your name here, and there is this command that is called as print. So when I press run, before that I need to save it. Now as I press run, what happened? There is an output interface. In this output interface, it gave me your name, right? Similarly,
Yes.
I can put in anything here. Hello world.
Yes.
And I print it, it will come hello world. Just a moment. So the first thing you need to understand about Python is a language which works line by line. So maybe I write 10 lines of code here. When I tell the machine, will I tell the computer to execute the code, it runs line by line. It does not run all the code at once. So such programming languages are called as interpreter, that they are using the model interpreter. Whereas if all of the code is executed at once, then such model is called compiler. So if you ask Google interpreter based languages examples, so it will say Python, JavaScript. So what they do is they kind of interpret the code line by line, execute the code line by line. Whereas if you say compiler based languages example, it is C, C++, Java. They they execute the code all at once. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Now there is something in Python that is called as variable. Now, what a variable means? Did you have mathematical background in 11th
Yes.
and 12th?
Yes. Yes. Just one thing.
Mhm.
For me, there's no option to run the code.
You don't have this,
Yes.
so you will be having this maybe.
Yes. In run. Hmm.
Or you
But
can just,
it's start
huh?
debugging, run without debugging, add configuration, install
Just
additional debugger.
start debugging, or you can always press F5.
Fine. You don't have extension for debugging Python. Should we find a Python extension?
No, wait.
Should I share my screen?
No, wait. Let me see one thing.
Python debugger. Python. Hello?
I think there was a hiccup in the internet or something.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
So, you were asking something, right?
Yes, for me, there is an error like don't have an extension for debugging Python.
Okay, wait. Enable preview editors.
Can I share my screen or?
Wait. Control Shift and X. Okay, so press Control Shift and X
Control Shift X. Yes.
together.
Hmm.
So after you press Control Shift and X here, just write Python debugger.
D-E. The first, the second one, Microsoft.
This one.
Yes, it's done.
It was not installed.
No,
Also check this Python and Python environments.
Python environments.
Mhm.
Python env env. It's not. It's also installing. Yeah? How would I know that it's installed?
So once it is installed, it will come as uninstall here.
Okay, perfect. It's in the installation did not. Okay.
Do you have it now? Do you are just show me your screen?
It's the now what it's doing. It's saying something like here, but I don't know is it installing or
Now go to demo.py.
demo.py. Okay, where is
No, no,
where?
on the right side, on the right side. Just yeah, you have the play button now.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So we'll do one thing. We have the Python
Hmm.
installed now, Python environment also, but it is already 5 for me. I have to do another class also. We will meet tomorrow also. Let's meet tomorrow at 2 o'clock, okay? 2 Indian time, right?
Yes, 8:30 will be here in Austria. I think so.
Okay. So what time is it right now?
It's 12:23.
Ah, you have the rest of the day for you. Okay, okay. Then don't worry, now Python is installed. It will work. No worries. You have Visual Code also. So we will start from tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Okay then.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye.